Today video we have when suspects try to get on that type of timing, pound town with the cops. So let's see what goes on right now and let's just see what happened. Hopefully I'll see y'all in this video, man.
Criminals getting stopped by police can often use many violent methods to try and escape. But what happens when suspects try to seduce and flirt with cops to avoid sentences? Here are 4 examples of when this very situation was caught on camera.
Dang.
Starting with 48-year-old Kelly Barton, who drove into a lamppost while transporting a special needs patient for work.
Wow.
However, when police arrived, she was looking a little worse for wear.
Kelly?
Yes.
How are you doing?
Good.
Kelly admits that she had too much to drink that evening, but doesn't admit to driving, despite it being her job. Unfortunately for her though, security camera footage from the gas station proves that she was in fact behind the wheel, and is now facing charges of both DUI and neglect due to the responsibility she carried while driving with the patient. But as an ambulance pulls up to perform some tests on her, Kelly reveals that she has another trick up her sleeve, and begins repeatedly flirting with all of the officers at the scene.
Look at your hands.
Do you want the light squad to check you, ma'am?
Let them do what they gotta do. Come on, boys. Hey. I want the little young boys. Ask me how I'm feeling. Let the little young boys tell me.
I would
Let
have
me
just
tell
went
you
back in the
something.
truck.
What I would do to you with your blue eyes.
Well, let me check your blood sugar real
Okay.
quick.
Look at him.
Okay, great. Thank you.
I would do him in a way that he won't admit. Hey, look. He
whoa.
can look tough all he wants, right? Don't let me get him.
After multiple
Nah, that is
tests,
crazy.
it's clear to the officers that Kelly was way over the legal limits and is arrested for driving while intoxicated. And after struggling to get her into the police vehicle, she's sent on her way to the police station. But if you think Kelly was bold for talking to cops like that, 18-year-old Skylar Flutz is on a completely different level, going so far as to post this video to thousands of people bragging about how she got away with a DUI.
I got out of a DUI and got let off with a warning.
Skylar was pulled over after an officer saw her weaving around the road in a way that
Dang.
suggested she might not have been completely sober. But according to her video, she claims that using her flirtatious and quick wit, she managed to trick the officer and get away with a warning.
I blew a 3.8 and he let me off with a f***ing warning and gave me his number and said we should meet for coffee. or
Wow.
lunch. He was hot, so I'm getting lunch with him tomorrow.
If
Y'all
her
see the difference that go on with black and white? No, I'm playing.
story is true, then the officer would be in serious trouble. But luckily, the officer in question recorded the entire interaction on his body cam, and the video tells a completely different story.
Hello. My name's Deputy Stallman, the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. I pulled you over because you were weaving a little bit back there. Where are you coming from?
I was coming from my friend's house. I actually just got dumped.
Okay.
So I was like crying and like I'm really
Okay.
sorry.
Were you on your phone and stuff too?
I was trying to call him to get a hold of him because my heart hurts
Okay.
so bad.
Well, I'm just concerned that you were weaving because of alcohol, but if you're on your phone, have you been drinking or anything tonight? No? Okay.
The deputy then does give Skylar a card with the sheriff department's information on it, but it didn't include his personal number and it didn't come with an invitation to dinner.
Sounds like you're
Wow.
having a rough night, so I'm not going to add to that by writing you a ticket or anything, okay? So I'm just going to give you a warning. It's not a big deal. I just
I
want to
ain't
make
never
sure
been
you're
in a
okay. You're
situation
weaving
like
a little
this.
bit, and I just want to make sure you're okay to operate the motor
Ever.
vehicle, and I believe you are. So my information's right here on the front. The reason I stopped you here is on the back. Wherever you're headed, get there safely, and I'm sorry you're having a bad night.
Yeah, I'm just right down the street. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
No, you're fine. Yeah, no, you don't need to apologize. I mean, you were weaving a little bit with no traffic out. I just want to make sure you're okay, that's all.
Skylar's video doesn't just contain disgusting footage of her laughing and bragging about exploiting this officer's kindness,
I think she
but
gonna get in
also
trouble.
states that she blew a 3.8 on the breathalyzer, ignoring
cap.
that she wasn't even tested in the first place. The legal limit is only around 0.8,
Right,
and
I'm saying
already makes
3.8 is
driving
crazy.
dangerous.
I
But
don't
a
think you'll
reading
be
of
alive.
3.8 would imply Skylar was not only blackout drunk,
Right.
but close to death,
Right.
as at a level of 4.0, respiratory failure is likely. But this
Right.
doesn't mean Skylar was lying about being drunk underage. Videos were later discovered of her chugging tequila from the bottle and acting drunk at a party just hours before she was caught driving. After she was confronted with this, Skylar confessed and admitted to everything.
I ended up getting a little too intoxicated. I was taking shots all night, and I decided to make the dumb decision to get into my car and drive.
She also admitted that the officer never asked her out. That was just a lie for social media attention. Regardless of her confession, though, no further action was taken against her or the officer who failed to test her. But the same can't be said for Lydia Badillo. She was caught trying to transport 2 illegal immigrants over the Mexican border, and as soon as everything started to fall apart, she decided to try seducing the officer.
Just wait for me right here, okay? You don't have anything?
I'm looking at your eyes. Sorry, sir.
What?
I'm looking at your eyes.
Why?
Because you look pretty handsome.
As soon as the officer realizes something might be up with the IDs, Lydia starts to smile and stare directly at his eyes before telling him how handsome he is. Obviously, this is just a trick to try and get out of the position she's put herself in. A trick that isn't going to work on this officer.
Estos documentos por un tiempo? Por un año. Ok. Pues son falsos, ok. Y tener documentos en estados de Texas es un delito. Las ID, a esta te sale a un señor, a tuya. A esta no me sale nada. Ok, so estas identificaciones son falsas. Okay.
After running the woman's driver's licenses through the national database, the officer discovers that the ID numbers return completely wrong results, meaning that both of them are totally fake.
Wow.
It's later discovered that the 2 women with Lydia in the car are both illegal immigrants from El Salvador. What's worse is that they were being transported through a service that often forces women into debt bondage, where the people who transported them will make them pay off their debt through forced labor and sex work.
Wow.
So while Lydia was arrested and the 2 women sent back over the border, they may have been saved from years of horrible treatment and abuse. One thing's for sure though, Lydia's attempt at flirting didn't work one bit. Unlike Brooke Teague's attempt, which actually worked out well. So well, it's rumored that her and the cop are still together to this day. Brooke was pulled over after an officer witnessed her swerving around the road slightly, a telltale sign that the driver was either intoxicated or in need of help. So he swiftly pulled her over, only to be greeted in a surprising way.
Hey, I'm Officer Smith, Bentonville Police Department.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Smith.
I've never heard that before in a traffic stop. I appreciate that. Hey, so I'm just stopping you for improper lane use.
Sorry, I was on the phone.
You're on the phone?
I'll be
Mr.
honest.
Stiff is crazy.
Okay. Who are you on the phone with?
My baby daddy. I'll show it to you too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zachary?
Yeah.
How much do you have to drink tonight?
Only one drink.
Just one drink?
Yep. Yes,
Final
sir.
answer?
Miller.
A Miller Lite?
Yes. I won't lie to you, a Miller Lite.
That's all you've had?
Yes, sir. You can ask Zachary.
I don't really want to talk to Zachary.
I know you don't, but I'm just saying.
Okay.
In just this first minute of conversation, 2 things become clear immediately. Brooke has definitely had more than 1 beer to drink, and how well she and the officer seem to be getting along already. Both points that will get increasingly more obvious as the footage continues.
Yeah, I can smell it from across the car.
She's like, I had 1 Miller Lite. There's no, I wanted to say like, a Miller did that to you?
Big Miller, 128 ounce Miller.
Freaking bucket of Miller.
A bucket
All right,
of
where
Miller
we at
is
on
crazy.
it? Awesome. Brooke
Yes.
Teague. Am I saying that right? Teague?
Yes. Like baseball league.
Teague like baseball league.
Yep. It helps people spell it because they never spell it correctly.
Brooke then gets taken out for some sobriety tests, which take much longer than anticipated.
You're making me giggle. I'm sorry.
He makes me giggle too. It's okay.
Okay.
Oh, he's trying to get
I
in.
snort. I'm from
Sorry.
Huntsville.
We're supposed to be professional.
I'm from
right?
Huntsville. Isn't going to make me snort.
All right, stop laughing because you're making me laugh.
I'm not.
All right? Seriously.
I'm giggling. I'm
All right,
sorry.
this is a serious deal. All right. Okay.
You're smiling. I can't help it.
All right. Stop.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, despite all the jokes, Brooke failed all the sobriety tests and was put under arrest.
How much you've actually had a drink?
I've had 2 Millers.
2 Millers now? That's it?
Yes, sir. You can call Mitchell, the manager.
Okay. Well, hey, go ahead and put your hands on your back for me, okay?
Oh. I thought it worked for her.
After a search of her car, which turned up nothing but a loose car seat, she was driven back to the police station where the sparks continued to fly.
I'm with you. Let's go over here.
Oh my god, is there a dog?
There is a dog.
Where?
He's over there. Over here. His name is Kolyak.
Kolya?
That's my dog.
Is that your dog? What's his name?
His name is Coach.
Coach?
Oh yeah, he definitely like, as soon as she get out, it's on.
Wow.
Did I go to high school with you?
I don't think so. Where'd you go to high school at?
Bidwell.
Yeah,
Where'd you go?
Indiana. Valparaiso, Indiana.
Where in Indiana?
Valparaiso.
I was raised from Bluefield.
Really?
Yeah.
Note that despite the obvious chemistry, both Brooke and the officer have remained professional and are continuing to move on with the investigation. The officer had Brooke take a blood alcohol test where she blew 0.14%, almost twice the legal limit. Brooke still spent the night in jail to sober up and had her license suspended temporarily. But this interaction shows how respect and professionalism can make an investigation much, much easier. It's just unfortunate that this cop didn't meet Brooke at a bar. Maybe things would have ended with a night at his place.
It probably did. I think it did. It just, we don't know nothing about that. He got all her information. They talked about it later. All she doing is keeping it quiet. But it's crazy that, okay, well, she got locked up. The black girl got locked up. At least somebody got, because I was finna say, how come all these other people got off? You know what I'm saying? Nah. But it is crazy, though, to see how interactions go with, you know what I'm saying, either party. But yeah, it looked like the only one that worked was the last one. The very first lady, the black lady, I would have been through up. She was tweaking, boy. So she said she was going to give everybody the ride of their life. I would have been like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm feeling a little sick to the stomach, so I think I need to go in behind this hospital. I mean, behind the ambulance, you know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know y'all thoughts and opinions on this down below. Who do y'all think had the smoothest Riz? Basically, let's call it Riz. Who was the Risley Bear of this entire episode? You know, y'all let me know down below. Make sure if y'all enjoyed this video that you smash the like button, comment, and subscribe for your boy, man. Let's get it. Let's go.